Hi, this is Timothy Malcolm, the assistant editor of Ulster Magazine. Back in August, I took a trip to the Three of a Perfect Pair camp at the Full Moon Resort in Big Indian. Here's what we found. In the May-June issue of the magazine, I wrote a story about a different kind of summer camp that happens in Ulster County. It happens at Big Indian's Full Moon Resort. It's part of their Music Masters Camp series, and the camp is called Three of a Perfect Pair. It is starring the members of the band King Crimson, Tony Levin, Pat Mastelotto, and Adrian Ballou. I went there on a Wednesday in August of 2011 to take in the camp as it was midway through its week. People came out from everywhere. They came out from Australia, from Canada, from Sweden, from all over the United States, just to see their idols in music for an entire week, to hang out with them, to play music with them, to talk with them, and to hang out in the Catskills in this beautiful resort. Some of the campers I spoke to, like I said, they're from all over the place. I spoke to one guy from Iowa. His name is Willie Cashin. And he came out with one of his friends. They drove out from Iowa, kind of taking a trip of the east, and they did it in this green 1970s Volkswagen van. And it was parked out on the side, and later off in the day, we wanted to shoot Adrian, Tony, and Pat for the cover of our magazine. And we were trying to think of ways that we can shoot them in a really interesting way. But then we thought it'd be really cool to get them in that green Volkswagen van, because it was such a startling and sparkling vehicle just sitting there, beautiful van. So we got Adrian, we got Tony, we got Pat into this van with their instruments. And of course, they look as animated and as fun and as freewheeling as they are at the time. It was just a really fun week. But that's how they were. Tony is a very nice, very sweet, thoughtful guy. He understands his place in music. He understands why people are doing this for the week, that there's a shared experience that the musicians have with the campers. Tony was holding classes at a cafe at Full Moon, and he did so with an espresso machine in the room. The espresso machine was his. He brought it from his Kingston house. And the campers really had the opportunity to talk with him during the week, and talk with him on a very social level about music, but about sports, about anything they really wanted to talk with him about. And that was one of the great things about this camp.
We arranged some kind of special discount or free tickets for campers who were coming to our shows. I don't remember the details of that, but I saw quite a few of the campers right away, and some of them numerous times at shows, and it was great. Again, we felt like we're family, you know. Oh, come on backstage, and how are you doing, and how's this and that. Of course, I didn't get to see many of the campers. There were a lot of them, I think maybe 70, and I'm guessing I saw a dozen or so on that tour. And since then, I've heard from them on the web quite a bit, and of course, as we're putting together this year's camp, I've heard from the ones who are coming back.
These musicians weren't behind a wall. They were right there in front of the campers at their disposal to talk to eat dinner with. I had a quote from Jim Meyer from Vancouver, Canada, who said, "I never thought I could be sitting at the dinner table with them or sitting 4 feet from them at rehearsal." And that's incredible. The fact that a band like King Crimson is rehearsing with 75 of their biggest fans around them. Bands don't do that, okay? The Beatles don't do that. Garage bands don't do that. That's the kind of thing that Full Moon was doing with these camps. They're giving people, regular people, the chance, yeah, they're going to pay money for this, but they're going to come into the mountains and hang out with their idols and music for an entire week. At rehearsal, Tony Levin's playing with his Chapman stick, his trademark instrument. He drops it, it fumbles, and everybody gasps at once. And Adrian looks at him and goes, "Is it okay? Did you break it?" And Tony just looks and goes, "Nah, it just went flaccid," and starts laughing, and the whole camp starts laughing. They were playing the song Frame by Frame, which the campers had been playing during the week in workshops. And Adrian looked around the room and said, "You know, most of these guys in the room here, they can play this now." And then Adrian started playing the song, and he messed up right away. And then he goes, "Unfortunately, I'm not one of them." So it's just, you know, that's the kind of fun that they were having at the camp. The campers and the counselors being able to talk and joke amongst themselves and to each other in a very casual way. Full Moon did a really good job of bringing that together. That's really the great part of these Full Moon Music Masters camps that I wrote about, is that the campers and the counselors get to relate to each other very easily and unite their passions together in this wonderful experience. Hopefully you get that out of my story in the May-June issue of Ulster Magazine. I hope you enjoy it. I'm Timothy Malcolm. Thank you very much.